Hey YouTube, it's Firebird JP and I'm back again with another gas mask video. Now, this mask I got for you is probably my most valuable mask in my collection. At least to me, it feels like it's my most valuable. It is a US respirator and it is a prototype, actually, a prototype mask. The prototype stages were after the M17 series and before the M40. So this is one of the masks between that gap of the M17A2 and the M40. So mask I got for you is a little bit weirder than the ones you usually see. I haven't seen one quite like this before, but it's the mask. It's just maybe a really early variant. So without further ado, let's get right to the mask, shall we? Alright, here we have the US XM40 prototype gas mask. Didn't get a whole lot with it, but still, there's a lot to talk about this mask. So let's get right down to it. Alright, here we got the eye lenses. Got markings on the top, medium, US. Go down. We got the voice emitter. And we got the drinking tube. Get close on the stamp here. Don't know if you can read it, but it says 83 ILC Dover, which is the company in 1983's production year. Let's go around the side. We got the secondary voice emitter. We got a C2 canister attached to the XM40. The C2 canister I did not get with the mask. This one's actually off my C4, but it's just for illustrative purposes. Let's lift this up here. Show you the exhale valve. There it is. As you notice that the exhale valve cover looks very similar to the M17 series, so you can tell where they use parts off M17s and put them on this. So now, head harness is really interesting. It's actually kind of screwed up. I really don't like this head harness. Alright, the head harness right here is like made out of really thin, like rubber. Kind of something you see on like a Halloween mask or something like that. But this is really the head harness. And if you notice here, the bottom two straps have these tabs so that the straps won't go through. The rest of these don't have that. So oftentimes the straps just go right through. So you gotta be really careful with that. I think it's kind of screwed up, but I guess that's the way they made it. We got a carrier here. This is not the carrier for the XM40. This is actually M40 carrier, but it fits. This is actually the closest one to the XM40 carrying case. So I'm just going to use this. I bought this just for this mask, just in case I needed it. So I guess you can look inside. Nothing special, just an M40 case. Let's take a look on this side. Got a serial number here, 002001. That's actually surprisingly a very low serial number, so I'm guessing this is like one of the first off the lot. But if not, I don't know. I'm not really too sure, but if it's really off first one off the lot, that's awesome. But 002001. 002, another collector on here, 1/48 scale modeling. He got the same mask, and his serial number was 001001. And mine is 002001. So his might be number 1, and then mine and lot number on the bottom. And so the first three numbers, 002, that could be the mask number. 001, that could be the lot number. I'm not too sure. On the side here, there is another marking. Hard to see, but it says 83 ILC Dover. Making good use of the zooming in feature because I don't know why I haven't. Go back on the bottom so you can see this one again. Man, look at that detail. Too bad my hand is shaking and I can't keep it steady. Now the exhale valve, or the voice emitter, has an interesting design on it. XM41s have a like an M17 style voice emitter, and this one's got a brand new design. XM40s, this one's really interesting because most of the XM40s I see have a bulge around the exhale valve, so when you press down on it, that can actually make it a little bit easier to clear the mask, and rather than cupping your hand under the holes on the exhale valve cover to clear it. So I'm guessing this one was like one of the very first off the lot to like experiment with that or something. I'm not really too sure, but other XM40s I've seen, this one's very different. Alright, up here is also another very noticeable difference. XM40s I've seen had the crimping on the, like, you can see the crimping here, but you can't see the crimping here. You actually see the crimping around the ring of the eye lenses, not attached to the mask. And it's really odd that I thought this one was actually fake because of it, but now that I'm looking at all these stamps and the lot number, how it was just structurally made, this is legit, and this is very, very early, I'm guessing. Yeah, you can notice some M17 similarities, but you can also notice how they were trying to incorporate the dual loaded, the loaded filters on the sides where you can switch it back and forth. This one is kind of hard to adjust. I don't see really how anyone can undo this, so they were probably experimenting with that. But this is a great example of trial and error, because this mask is very, very, very faulty. But I'll get more into that. Alright, let's take a look on the inside, and then I can throw this bad boy on and wrap this video up. Alright, here's the inside of the mask. As you notice, we've got the oral nasal cup in here. It's very rigid. It looks like it was just cut with a pair of scissors. It's actually pretty uncomfortable. If you notice in here, there's a little gray tube right there. That's actually where the drinking tube is supposed to be, but mine's missing. You notice I looked inside here, I'm like, wait a minute, there's a drinking tube on the front, but there's no drinking tube inside. So, previous owner must have diced it and threw it away, or something. Got the voice emitter right there. As you notice, it has a inner peripheral seal. Very nice, they were experimenting with that. We got the Tissot tubes right there, the air passage valves, chin rest, exhale valve down there, and you got the inlet discs. So now this mask, compared to like the M40, this mask is freaking heavy. This is a really, really heavy mask. So they were really experimenting with weight, and they made this ridiculously heavy. I don't know what the other XM40s are like, but sure hope to God it's not this heavy. So alright, now it's time to put the mask on and then wrap this video up. Alright, now it's time to put the XM40 on. So, here we go.
I'm aware there's probably not a proper seal, but this mask is really hard to adjust, so just gonna leave it. This mask is very, very uncomfortable on my nose. It really crams it. The voice emitter, I like to think it works pretty well. I'm sure you guys can understand me just fine. There's not a proper seal down here either. You can notice air escaping. But this mask retains the same face piece no matter what you do, so it's always, it's really wide. It's a really wide mask. This is really freaking heavy. This is really uncomfortable. I can see why this is a prototype. I would not use this at all. This is not put together very well.
Alright, that is the US XM40 prototype gas mask. Now, as faulty as this mask may seem, how just impractical it may be, this is still a very important piece of gas mask history, I would say. This was trying to make the M17A2 better. It was, M17 series had a really good run, lasted long time. About almost 20 years. Well, no, it was more than 20 years. So, it's had a good run. Very nice run. So, I bought this mask on eBay for $45, which in my opinion was a excellent buy. I'm so glad I bought this, because some XM40s, I've seen some XM40s go for $200 to $300 at some times. So if I could get one of these for $45, I'm happy. I did mention that 148 scale modeling did buy this same exact mask, but he was a little more unfortunate than I was. The exhale valve was missing, the secondary voice mirror was missing, and the filter input guard was missing. Oh, and the drinking tube inside of his was missing too, but so is mine. So he was a little more unlucky, and I really feel bad for him. He's trying to work the situation out now, but still, for $45, ruined or not, it's still worth it, because you can literally fit any M40 part onto this mask. You literally can. So you can make it work. Sure, it won't look like mine, but it will work. So that is the XM40. So really happy with this purchase. Glad I bought it. I never had a prototype mask before, and I'm glad this is the very first prototype mask I ever bought. So as for videos that are coming up, I don't know. I got an M42 mock-up video I could do. I could do it. Guaranteed I won't, but I probably will. Another video I can do is a video on where my masks are currently right now, because my room's looking pretty empty. I'm relocating them to the basement, so it's gonna be nicer to have them down here since it's getting really hot here in Michigan. So I'm gonna try to move them to the basement where it's cool and overall dark. So here, I can show you guys right now what it actually kind of looks like in here. There's the shelves. There's my TF1 down there, empty. Got some masks over there, some masks over there, but for the most part, nothing in this room. They're all in the basement right now, working on organizing them, so probably have a video of that soon. So that's all I got for you right now, YouTube. So peace out, keep collecting, and have a good one, guys. See ya.